Wonder Twin powers
Activate.
Activate.
Full pail in water. Oh, it's a little cartoon.
Hey, people forget about the Wonder Twins. What?
I hit you with some of this.
What?
I'm too young for the Wonder Twins.
Look,
I know.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
This is a nice little gimmick. And to convince himself to get him mentally ready. But at the end of the day, and it's going to sound good at the end of the season, probably when they miss the playoffs, and say, Luke, I tried. I tried, but we didn't make it. You're fired.
Yeah, it certainly is a gimmick. But I thought you would like it because you're a believer in this whole 110%. Like, I've been going 100%. Well, here I go. Activate. Here's my 110. I thought you liked that stuff.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. That's why we got into the argument. I don't believe
he's activated anything.
I don't believe
any of that.
It's no sense. I've never been on the field in my life and saw somebody who wasn't activated. I may have saw you not doing your best. I may have seen you not fully prepared. I may see you getting your butt beat. But activated, like when you step across the white lines, I'm activated. You know why? Because there's too much at stake. So, LeBron, you're telling on yourself, and I love me some LeBron. Were you not activated for the first 57?
No.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Listen, fellas.
All right. That's bad.
I believe it because I understand it. And what we have now is we have modern science and we have innovation and we have things to tell us about our body that as you train as a basketball player, because it's not 13 weeks like an NFL player.
13.
16, I apologize.
17 with the bye.
16, I'm sorry. It's not 16 weeks as an NFL player. It's 82 games plus another 25 if you're trying to win a championship. So,
and the 15 to 16 you sit out, but go ahead.
But it's a process, and all teams are going through that process. They don't want to peak at the wrong time. That's kind of what happened to the Golden State Warriors when we beat them to win our championship because they peaked early. They were playing playoff basketball from the middle of the season to the playoffs. And what you do know about modern science is you cannot hold peak performance for a long period of time. There's a certain amount of time you can hold your peak performance, and then you start trending downwards. And that's when you start being able to get hurt, and all types of bad things happen. So what I do know about his training process is that from the beginning of the season, he's LeBron James, but it's going in a point in time where you're trying to peak at a certain point, and they're getting him prepared to peak playoff time. Not now. Yeah. You're not supposed to peak now. So if you peak now, then you can't hold it for long for basketball players because you're running miles a night. But your body cannot hold certain things. So what he's saying is that I'm cutting out all distractions, social media and all that, because that's a part of this performance, peak performance, mind and body. I'm cutting distractions out, and I got to rev this up conditioning-wise because he still conditions in the playoffs. Like, he does extra conditioning. I've seen him take...
Like me.
Go at night and condition when he has the most important game of the season coming up. And that's a process I've seen his process before. That's why I understand it.
Yeah, and that's why I think he clarified it and he said now. Because when he was at Miami and back in Cleveland, he could kind of steady himself and get ready. Because I always thought that LeBron, to me, at the age he's at now, is made for the playoffs, not the regular season. Well, he'll be able to really go hard at that point because you have days in between of rest, and now you'll see the LeBron James. Here's the challenge they have. Being in 10th place right now, you're about 2.5 games back of Sacramento and 9th. Probably 4.5 of the Clippers. Clippers probably fall off.
What?
Yeah, your Clippers go fall off, bro.
We got
it for that lottery team.
But here's the challenge.
My bad.
1 is Golden State, 2 right now is Denver, 3 is OKC. Even if you slide into that 8th spot, you're facing Golden State. You'd rather be in the 7th spot.
Or the 6th.
What 7?
Depending on what Denver, okay.
Where Denver, you want to play against Denver.
Facts.
But can you got the 4th hardest schedule going into the back half of the season. Can you get to that 7th or 6th spot? That's the challenge, okay? Not that you don't go for it, and I get it, but you got that challenge you're facing.
So, I mean, I could have read this wrong, and I hope I did, because, look, my favorite sport is track. You know that. Mm-hmm. So, from the beginning, there's different phases of the race. No matter how short the race, there's a reaction phase, there's a drive phase, acceleration, coasting phase. Maybe he's just saying I'm about to drive, accelerate again, but it's a bad look as the leader. It's a bad look when last week you just told me, you know what, I have nothing to prove. But now you're activating. What are you activating if you have nothing to prove? Those just seem like conflicting messages.
Superpowers.
I think Dante did a hell of an explanation, by the way. But I think he took this week off and thought it through. And
I agree.
Came to a conclusion, what am I going to do when I come back here? Am I going to go through the motions and we miss the playoffs? Or am I going to activate and get in this playoff mentality now, knowing that, we might make the playoffs and win a first round. But he probably knows we're not going to win a champ. We won't be playing in June. So why not tap in a little early? Because you're going to tap out a little early.
And I think when he said I have nothing to prove, I think he may have taken the week off and really remotivated himself because people
There's
at the
something
top,
else I can prove.
There's something else I can prove. People at the top are always trying to find reasons and ways to motivate themselves. And it's not just off my past accomplishments. It's like, you know what? Oh, yeah, now I got another challenge, another thing I can break through and push myself again.
No one
and that's
thinks
when
I can take this team
right.
to the playoffs.
And that may push him to another level. I'm just scared it's going to come a point in time where that reactivate does not come on, when he can push that button. Because I tell a story of when we were in Game 6, the man said, Game 5, the man said, man, just get me to the fourth quarter. I'm playing all game. I'll make it happen. And he did it. I've seen this. I've seen people try and flip a switch and it doesn't work. I've seen him flip a switch and go to another place. So I'm worried about the day when he can't, when his body can't do it and flip that switch because Father Time is undefeated.